at least one question before. Are you leaving?
Yeah, I get. I'm supposed to leave, but we'll do one question real quick in case it applies to both of us.
Okay.
I have nothing else to do. I mean.
Oh, we're this side. We're this side.
Ciao, come stai?
Hi, my name is Mary. I'm actually from Slovakia, but I understood what you asked. So I'm okay, thank you.
Good.
It's my first con ever. I'm very happy to see you live.
Thank you.
I'm also a big fan of the podcast.
Thank you.
Mike, I'm actually really happy that you stayed here, Rich, because I had a question for you and also for Rob.
Perfect, we're both right here on stage.
Yeah. I loved you as Gabriel, but more importantly, I love the episodes that you directed.
Thank you.
And I adore the episode, Just My Imagination. It's my comfort episode. Basically, I watch it every time I'm going through some difficult times. And I wanted to ask you whether you had maybe an imaginary friend or something that brought you comfort when you were a kid.
Oh, that's a good question. I did not have an imaginary friend specifically, but I did have a very vivid imagination. Two things I'll share with you, and then I'll turn it over to Robbie. But two things I used to do as a kid. I was consistent. When my mom would make the bed, and I was really small, she tucked in the sheets really tight, and so whenever I'd get in bed and it had been made like that, I would climb in as with as least motion as possible, so I could just slide in and keep it really tight across me, and I would be under the sheets and I'd put my hands down on top of the sheets. And I would pretend like I was a pin in my dad's shirt pocket. Because he was a businessman who had a shirt in Cuba. And I would be, and so we'd be walking along the law firm, and I'd be like, Carol? Talking to everybody, I'm just a pin in the pocket.
Bob, I need that brief.
And I was just, that's my thing. The other thing that I did with my cousin, and you will appreciate this, I think, is what we used to like to do when we were little kids. He'd come visit me for weeks at a time, and we would draw on our chins and hang upside down on our beds and talk to each other, which is why I put that in Just My Imagination.
Okay.
It's not written to be upside down. I just shot it that way because it brought memories back from my youth.
That's very sweet, yeah.
Isn't that cute? I love that bit. It was very specific to me, so I wanted it to be part of that story.
Oh, I understand.
Thank you for your kind words about the episode. I love that episode too. Rob Benedict, everybody.
Richard St. Jr., everyone. I did have multiple imaginary friends because I was a bit kooky as a child, and I still am. And but the ones I remember of the posse of imaginary friends that I had were there were two twins, and they were named 8 JD and JD8, and they all hung out behind the J.C. Penney's, which is a department store. And another friend of mine was a McDonald's wrapper, that was in the trash can in behind the J.C. Penney's. So the McDonald's wrapper and 8 JD and JD8 were those were my homies.
You really had a big imagination.
I had a big imagination, I certainly did.
Have you ever thought of writing a book for kids, maybe, based on that?
I should do that about 8 JD, JD, and the McDonald's wrapper. I should do that. I should really do that. Yeah, I had a crazy, I spent a lot of time by myself, and I had a whole world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right, I'll put that down in a children's book someday.
Okay. No, thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Do you have a question for me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My name is Nika, and it's my first one.
Hi.
I'm a little nervous, so I'm gonna read my question. I'm wondering who is your favorite character from Supernatural besides the one you play?
Let's see. I have a lot of favorites. I will base it on where I'm at and watching it, right? So, because there's still a lot of people I haven't gotten to yet. Obviously, my favorite character is Rowena, but I haven't gotten to Rowena yet. So through the end of season 8, I would say so far. Charlie was pretty great. And obviously Castiel was always, he was always kind of my favorite. That was always my answer to that question. And part of the reason is because he was, in my first episode of Supernatural, the character of Castiel was the first one to be like, hey, don't mess with this guy. He's the prophet of the Lord, because that's what it was back then. And I was always like, thanks, man. Thanks, Castiel, because these guys want to do me harm. It's like, he's a prophet of the Lord. So, yeah, I guess I'd say Charlie or Castiel.
Yeah, mine too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Sandra and I'm from Germany.
Hi.
I'm a little bummed that Rich went out because I wanted to talk about your podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, I can try to speak for us.
Yes, I see. I hope you can. Where does the happy fun boat that kills you originate?
Say again?
Where does the happy fun boat that kills you
Oh, I know the
originate?
answer to this question. Okay, so the Richard did a movie 25 years ago that was called Open Water 2. And the original title of the movie, the European title of the movie, was something completely different. And he liked that title better. But it's about being, like their boat collapses and they're in the middle of the sea. And so he's like, it's weird that in America it's Open Water 2, in Europe it's like, I don't know, he knows it, I don't know, I remember what the European title was.
His friend. It was his friend saying.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember what the European title is. And he's talking to his friend who lives in Norway, who's like, well, in Norway the title is this. And then his friend says as a joke, and in Japan the title is, loosely translated, The Happy Fun Boat That Kills You. So it made sense to that movie, because in that movie that's kind of what happens. But it really made Richard laugh. This whole The Happy Fun Boat That Kills You just made him laugh. So he started saying that about, because on our podcast we will do like what the title of the episode is in other countries, which I think is kind of
And
fascinating.
why does he always have to scream the words in German?
No. That you have to ask him. I find that insensitive. I would never. But yeah, he screams it when it's in German.
It's only German.
And in Japanese, he's always like the happy fun boat that kills you. If it's ever anything European, it's just an English with an Italian accent. But that's just Rich.
And so for your information, in defense of Ruth, she waited until after 5 o'clock to finish the drink.
Well, thank you. I feel a little bit better now. Less like she was taken advantage of. Thank you. I hope that helps answer the question. Okay.
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
Another favorite question. What are some of the lyrics that you've written that are your favorites, or that you're really proud of them?
Oh man. Lyrics that I've written that are my favorite. Yeah, it's funny because lyrics are like, I really don't, like, my favorite lyrics I don't spend a lot of time thinking of, they just come out of me. And I love going back the next day and sort of going like, oh, that's kind of cool, that makes sense, But I really, I like the chorus of Amazing. I just think that sort of the idea, I'm the captain of my story, but I'm looking for a mate. I think that's kind of cool. And it's hard for me to talk about my own lyrics like that in that way, but yeah, just the lyrics to that song in general, they really resonate with me. Yeah, and the idea of like looking back at my life like a movie, and I don't regret a single frame, like using that metaphor of it being like a movie. I think that's kind of cool, and it just really still resonates with me.
And for Station Breaks, I've always found super funny and super cool the chorus for Gone. And I was wondering how you came up with like the three.
I wrote that song a long time ago, like long before the Station Breaks, and originally I wanted it to be a Loud and Swain song. And it was like a long time ago, 2008, 2009, and it just never caught on with Loud and Swain, and so it just kind of sat there. But I always loved that chorus too, and then I played it for Jason, and he's like, that's a song, that should be our song. And so, yeah, we did it. But yeah, I remember thinking like, it's the idea of like, sort of like getting out of a relationship and feeling, you know, depressed about it, I guess. And I like this the idea of like counting the reasons why, you know, yeah, just like, you know, 6 more miles and counting on down. Yeah, so I always really like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Anna-Maja. I'm from Finland.
Hi.
First of all, I love the podcast as well.
Thank you.
I love to hear about all the professionals who work on it, and it's actually inspired me to seek employment in the field as well.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I've been working a bit as a script supervisor, and I directed my first short film. I got so kind of...
Holy cow.
Yeah. And also, thank you for your performance in The Boys.
You're welcome.
I really enjoyed it, and as a Finnish person, I really hope I don't see anything like that in my sauna.
You and me and everyone else.
Yeah. My question is, what are you watching or listening nowadays that you really like?
Let's see. Ruth and I really like this show called Industry. That's like half English cast, half American cast. We love this show called Slow Horses. Really love Slow Horses. And I'm listening to this band called Geese that I really like a lot. And they, yeah, just like, I developed kind of like crushes on bands, and they're my current crush.
What kind of music is that?
It's sort of like, it's a little bit Radiohead at times. It's just like kind of alternative rock music, indie, it's alternative rock. Yeah, it's really hard to describe. Like his voice is really, really unique, and what I like about it is it's just like musicians playing music, you know, and I just always appreciate that, you know. I love electronic music too, but I really appreciate raw talent just, you know, on display, and that's what these guys are to me. They're from Brooklyn, and yeah, they're really, really cool. So Geese, that's what they're called. Ironically, or coincidentally, there's also a band right now that's popular called Goose. It is really funny. But
Maybe
Geese,
Duck as well?
yeah, maybe. But I like the Geese.
I'll have a listen.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, thank you. Hi,
I love you as an actor and as a singer.
thank
And I love
you.
you as a podcaster as well.
Thank you so much.
And there's something that I miss. It robs dumb notes.
Yeah.
What happened?
You know what, occasionally I do.
Is it Steve?
No, it's me, like, it's
Is
my
it
own,
Booty?
it's my own fear of Richard coming down hard on me when I'm like, you know, I took some notes. Oh great, here we go, Rob's dumb notes, everybody. Like, I just took some notes, I didn't know.
I fucking knew it.
And I gotta do it again, because honestly, I'll take the notes, and then a couple, like recently I've been like, nah, I won't do it, because Richard's gonna make fun of me. But then I forget what I was gonna say. So I need to go back to taking the notes.
Yeah, we need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it.
Okay, good. Thank you for telling me that. I'll bring them back. I'll bring back Rob's dumb notes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You know, in my mind, they're just Rob's notes. Yeah, it's really fun to rewatch, or to watch Supernatural, and I always have thoughts, like, what is this? Why do that? What does that mean? Who's that guy? And those are my dumb notes.
Hi. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. It's good to see you on Monday night, and I'm having trouble with the microphone with being too tall.
Yeah, story of my life.
Yeah.
Microphone being up here.
So in Supernatural, Chuck gave himself the ability to play guitar.
Yeah.
If you could give yourself the ability to do anything, what would it be?
If I could give myself the ability to do anything, well, besides like flying, or just or teleporting, that teleporting would be incredible. It'd be so great. It's like, and now I'm home. But if it were like just a realistic thing, I would love to be able to play the piano really well. I can play the piano like sort of just 3 keys at a time chords. I'd love to just sit down and like, I wrote this song. I just love to be like really good, like Elton John at piano, that would be amazing.
Play like Rush or something on the piano.
Yes, and it just would really help with songwriting too. I just would love to sort of write on a different instrument. If I had the time, that's what I would really like to learn to do.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, you.
Good, thank you. I have another music question.
Okay.
What's your approach to when you write music? Are you a melody man, a lyrics person? Do they come to you when you're running? Do you have a process, or do you just, is it in the middle of the night, right next to the bed? Kind of, what's your go-to?
It's like, I always feel like guitar is like my cigarette, like it's a break. And so like, I'll be working in my office or something, and then I just need to give myself a break from everything, and I'll pick up the guitar and just like start playing chords. And if what I'm playing sounds good or different or unique, or I've never done that before, I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's kind of something. I think that's kind of sounds like a song, and I'm kind of go with that, and then I'll start writing a chord progression. Like, that's a verse, and then I'll try to make it into a pre-chorus and then a chorus, and like, oh, this is a song, and then so that's usually what I start with, is just sort of a guitar, a chord progression, and then I hum a melody over that and kind of try to work that around. And once I have that, once I've got like kind of a verse and a chorus and a melody, then I start putting words to the melody. And a lot of times for me it is like I go on a run, or I go outside, I get away, I start moving my body, and words start flooding in. And sometimes I'll get a phrase and just be like, ooh, I like that phrase. And that reminds me of this, and oh, I think that's what this song is going to be about. Like it just all comes, and that's my favorite part, is like putting together the lyrics. And then, and so honestly, sometimes like if I've got enough free time, this will all take place in and then I'll come back and I'll be sweating from my run, and I'll turn my computer on and I'll just like put it down so that I won't forget it, and I'll record it, or I'll write it down, write down the lyrics, and maybe on the spot I'll come up with another verse or something, and then I'll record it so I don't forget it, and then lately I've been sort of like putting a lot into the demos, because I always want to put it in a really good package to sell it to the band. You know what I mean? Like
when do you let people hear it? When do you?
Yeah, it's like it depends. Like sometimes it's just straightforward, and I don't need to do much to it. But sometimes my vision has like other things in it, so I'll add some like a keyboard part, which is like one finger. But I'll add stuff like that, and then. But you don't want to finish it too much, because you want to give other musicians a chance to want to put their stink on it too, So if it's for Loud and Swain, I want to leave room for them. Like sometimes I'll write it to a beat, but then I take the beat out because I want Norton to go with his own rhythm. So yeah, that's the process though. Usually it's just like guitar first, and then I'll come up with a melody and then lyrics. But yeah, and then if it's a solo album song, I usually do a lot more to it, just so I can really express the vision of what I hear the song being to whoever's going to help me produce a solo record. So, yeah.
Well, we'll work out later.
Yeah, cool. Can't wait. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
When you first appeared in the show in season 5, did you already know you were, who? Or it was a surprise to you?
I didn't know until the end of season 5. That's when Eric Kripke called me at home and said, "You're God." And I was like, "Oh, okay, wow, that's cool." And he was like, "But I can't really have you back on the show because I can't have God coming in and saving the day all the time." So he was very clear. He's like, "Most likely you won't come back to the show, and also don't tell people that you're God. Let them have their own interpretation of what it is." And this was season 5, where no one thought that it would go on for that much longer, right? Like, Eric was leaving the show, and who knows, maybe a couple more years, right? Well, then it just kept going and going and going, and 5 years later, all the writers sort of were like, oh, we should bring Rob back, and there was, reason to bring me back. But yeah, that's when I knew season 5, and I had to keep it a secret. And I was doing a lot of conventions at that point, seasons 6 through 10, and people would always say like, so are you God, or what's up with that, And I'd have to be like, I don't know. I think I am, but you can think what you want, So I was thankful when we finally had Don't Call Me Shirley was sort of finally I was like, huh, right? So everything was really great. And then it came out, and then I was God, and I was like, whatever, I was an absentee father, and that was, that makes sense. But still, I was God, and everybody liked me, and the fans liked me. Then.
You were awesome till the end. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm always the last to find out anything. So like the God thing, I think the writers knew sort of that whole season that it was, Eric told us that they were figuring this out, that I was going to be God season 5. I didn't know until literally, my memory is right before I shot it, he called and was like, hey, so you're God. I was like, really? Is that what this means? And then, but when I went bad, I'm reading the script, on the plane up to Vancouver to shoot it. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. Why am I acting so weird? I just get the script and no one says oh, by the way, you're the bad guy. I'm like, why am I acting weird? Welcome to the end. What? Oh, no, you jerk. So yeah, anyway, but thank you very much. Hi.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Yes.
So yeah, I had you write down my favorite line of text in the whole book. Captain of my story, and ever since I first heard it, it just stuck with me. It's been really therapeutic. So thank you for that favorite song, favorite line.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad it means something to you.
It means a lot, really. And whatever question I'm asking now is completely unrelated.
Okay.
I have one music-related question, and one that's more of a general question.
Okay.
Okay, I can do both.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is Loudon Swain, the band, how that came to be, what the story behind that is.
Well, Loudon Swain, so in the 90s, and 96, Mike Borja and myself got together with our friend Dave, and we'd get together every Tuesday night and play cover songs together. Just because we all play guitar, we all sat on with 3 acoustic guitars and we just play songs, and that was our sort of outlet for playing music. And then one day we started sort of bringing in our own songs. I'd be like, hey, I wrote this song, you want to try this? And then before we knew it, we had all these songs we'd written together, and we played at my house. We played a party, and we were the band, the 3 of us, 3 guitar players. And our buddy was playing some bongos, but he wasn't even a drummer. And so Steve Norton was a friend of a friend, and he was at that party, and he was like, hey, you guys want a drummer? And we were like, yeah, that'd be awesome. And then Mike volunteered to play the bass, and then we had a band. And we started playing, and then Dave left the group, and then we were a threesome, just 3 of us. And then in 2004 or so, Billy Moran was in another band that we would play gigs with that band, and they broke up, and he immediately just called Norton. The funny thing was, we were thinking at the time, it would be great to have another guitar player so that we could sort of fill out our sound and give me a break and sing sometimes, And Billy called us right around that time. It was like, you guys want another guitar player? We're like, yes! So, and then we became what we are now, the band that we are now at that time, and never went back. So yeah.
Awesome, thank you. The next one is, if you perceive yourself as a person of public interest or anything of the kind, and how you perceive the reactions online, the good, the bad, the in-between, what that is like for you.
I always forget that people know, in a certain small world, know who I am. Online stuff scares me, the social media stuff scares me. When I do a post, I always get a little bit nervous, you feel a little vulnerable or something. I kind of remember that a lot of people are looking at this. But I don't ever read comments because there'll be 99 people that say you're awesome, but the one person says I hate you, and that's the only thing I can think about, and it puts me in a really bad mood, or just not bad mood, makes me feel depressed. So like, I just really don't read a lot what people say online.
We love you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so it's a weird one, you know. It's weird because, you know, like I walk down the street and like most people don't know who I am, but then that occasional person does know, and then you feel kind of like, oh wow, some people know who I am, and then you feel kind of oddly insecure or something, self-conscious. But so it's a weird thing. It's I guess I just like, I don't know. The positive part of it is like I love that I can. I love that people care at all, you know, and I love that I can put things out there like, hey, recognize when someone's having a stroke, you know, and a lot of people have said that's really helped them identify when relatives of theirs have been having a stroke. That's been amazing.
It's the one thing that really calms me down. when it's not going well, so it's really helping me a lot of the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Mark Shepard, everybody.
I'm Richard Spade.
How you doing? Good, how are you?
Are they being nice?
Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice.
What's the best question you got so far?
Oh, gosh. A lot of great questions about music. A lot of people asking me about
Really?
music. Yeah. About how Loud and Swing started, about what my songwriting process is. And
Really cool.
yeah.
I love your songwriting process.
Thank you so much.
You write some great songs.
Thanks, man. You're always so supportive of my songs.
We have fun playing together.
Yeah.
When we can, we have wonderful time.
Yeah. It's really fun to play with Mark. Great drummer and different than Steve Norton.
I love Steve with all my heart, but sometimes you like to change.
Well, it's just nice to have a different, you know, someone else that's different, you know, and so especially with my solo stuff, it's fun to hear you interpret it, and I really like it. Love playing with you.
The great thing is, if I'm ever playing anything of Rob's at the Saturday Night Special, you then find out that Steve is actually a really good piano player.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can be more musical.
Yeah. No, it's great. And you know, Steve is like, I've been married to Steve since 1996, you know, it's like, so it's fun to date someone else.
Yes. Were you answering questions? She looks disappointed I came over. So this side?
Oh, this is over here.
Hi. Yeah, I wanted to just ask Rob, but I'm going to ask both of you now. No, I got.
I'm here so close.
No, it's not so easy. No, I'm going to ask both of you now.
Okay.
So, my name is Marika. I'm from Moscow, and I saw both of you guys last year in Boston. So nice to be back. And my question was originally that Chuck and Rowena had a lot of rivalry in the show. And you actually succeeded in killing her, technically, right? So how do you treat those scenes and episodes now, since you're a family now? And for Mark, the same question, but about maybe friends. How do you feel about, you know, her?
I feel good. I killed myself, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been an interesting week at home.
Yeah.
Well, when you killed her? Was she really happy about that? Come on,
I don't think we were living together at that time, were we? Yeah, well, I guess we were.
We were.
Yeah.
We must have been.
That was 2020?
Yeah.
That was earlier, I think. I'm not sure.
2019, yeah, we were together then.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, and we don't really talk about it. We don't really, it's work, you know, so we don't talk about, she's not like a man.
She was probably talking about it, but she has a thick Scottish accent, so he doesn't hear all of it.
That's true, she talks about it and I have no idea what she's saying.
You will also have to explain that to your child at some point.
Wow, that's dark.
I think the children all know, and Margaret will know that it was just work. And we talk about the good times, like in season 11 when I say to you and to Rowena like that I was a big fan, and I said to God does, and God says to Rowena, you're my guilty pleasure. And,
Wow. Never a truer word said. The voice of God.
yeah.
Did she do that? Did she ask you to do the voice?
No.
Rob, do the God voice.
Do it. Yeah, no, it's a trip. It's a trip living with a Scottish woman. It's a really...
It's so weird working with your partner.
Yeah.
It's such a strange thing.
Yeah.
It's lucky she's so talented, because that makes up for her.
Yeah.
She's very cool. I worked with her a long time before you did, but she's a lot of fun.
Well, then, like, in this...
You realize you're going out with my mother?
Does that make you my son? My stepson?
It's so scary. Hey, Dad. Terrible question.
Okay.
I tried my best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, I have to...
That person, are you sure that person doesn't need you?
Do you need me?
Well,
Okay. Oh, I love you.